What's happening, folks? Oh, we're trying to get the phone set up. Alright, there we go. So here we are in mid-June. Uh, the beginning of May, I went up and did some turkey hunting in PA. It was really busy up there. Season, I didn't make opening weekend, so going up for trout, I heard a lot of turkeys. Uh, Went up twice for turkey season, but like I said, not opening day. There was not a turkey to be heard. So I tried. Um, so I explored some back roads. Uh, Tried a real simple camp. Just the Walmart Ozark Trail, instant. A-frame tent. Real simple camp, and it was nice. It was fun. It was just quick. Go screw around all day, come in, go to bed. I made coffee over the Coleman, but I actually cooked while I was out and about with a sterno. So I had a lot of fun. Um, it was just relaxing, and it was a good time. Exploring the back roads. I took the Ranger on this trip. It gets better fuel mileage, and like I said, I packed light. I wanted something small if any of the forest roads were open to go explore. And oh man, hit a mud hole. The trail kind of ended, and there were some deep mud holes, and I went to go around them, and it was that soft clay. The Ranger just got completely buried, and it took a few tries to get out. I was that 3 seconds away from calling it and pulling out the winch line. So the only thing that saved me from another hour's worth of work getting out was the vehicle preparedness. Building a purpose minded vehicle, where it had the spool in the rear, and that's a full time 50-50 lock. Okay, so both wheels are getting full power together. So it's tricky to drive on the streets if you're not familiar with that. It doesn't open up and let you go around corners or anything. It's a full on lock. And it really showed its usefulness in that situation. And having the fairly aggressive mud tires on it, and they cleaned themselves pretty well, because this wasn't just mud, it was the clay. And I got buried. Okay, the axles were dragging. So having the four-wheel drive, having the spool, the 3-inch lift, and the oversized tires, and like I said, the tread pattern, between the tread pattern and having the spool, is the only thing that got me out. And I had to work at it. So it was quite a little adventure that day. And here we are mid-June. The weather's warm. I'm like a bear. I don't like the hot weather. This is when I should be hibernating. So this past Sunday was Father's Day. Me and my son went fishing, and we caught some bluegill. And I was teaching him, how to use lures and cast, in tight spots. And we had a lot of fun. He caught a tree 2 or 3 times, which happens. but he did catch a bluegill. And it's the thrill and the excitement of his cast, and that fish took his lure. So he was really excited. And that's like that step up from using a bobber and worms or maggots, to actually, there's no live bait, it's a lure. So that's the next progression in learning the skills of how to survive. And that door was opened. My son accomplished the first step through that door. And it was on Father's Day, so I was really excited. It's been kind of a crazy few months. My sister passed, and then her daughter passed shortly thereafter. So this is all just transpired. So dealing with that and the ramifications thereof and the aftermath, personal effects, blah, blah, blah. So had a lot going on. Picked up a new vehicle to add to the fleet. It's the Mercury Mariner, Ford Escape, basically. This is just the front wheel drive, not the all wheel drive. But the fuel mileage is up over 20 miles to the gallon. So for fishing trips, quick camping trips, this will be my vehicle. I can get into my spots in PA, and I can get up there affordably. So I'm kind of excited. 4th of July weekend's coming up. I have a 4-day weekend from work. So I'm taking my youngest son. We're going to go to PA and just camp, relax, do some exploring. We plan on going to the Kinzu Bridge and the Zippo Museum. So that'll be pretty fun for him. Everything's kind of a mess in my little office here. Vortex sent me another box. They gave me another hat and a few more stickers. So I cannot brag enough about Vortex Optics. Their customer service is phenomenal. What else? Between the YouTube page and my TikTok page, my TikTok is some of my outdoor adventures. These videos are posted to TikTok as well. TikTok, it's a little bit more of my political and religious ranting. Made some contacts though through TikTok and now on Facebook. So the ones starting, an upstart, small business, ripping lips, tackle and bait. Now be careful how you look that up or search that, because there's several ripping lips, bait and tackle, bait company. So this is ripping lips, tackle and bait. He's trying to put together a subscription box, dedicated and tailored to your area, and what lures are going to work the best in your area. So you can find him on TikTok or Facebook. So look into it. He's got some swag. So I'll give a shout out to him. So I don't know, this is that time of year where I'm just trying to get everything ready for November. Gonna start doing some work to my camper. I'm still undecided if I'm gonna use a Teton or just the camper this year for bear season. I have a plan of what area I'm gonna hunt and a couple spots. as to where I'd like to set up camp. So if it's just me, instead of going all out, I'm trying to condense my camp a little bit, and I think I would like to make better use of my camper. So I'm going to take out the diesel heater, and I'm going to install a new way stove. So this is like a little wood burner, only they're propane fired, and it has a chimney. So the benefits to this, it's better than a Mr. Buddy. You're not getting the propane smell and the moisture in the air, in the tent or in the camper. And I had a couple conversations with the owners, and they're telling me that, I told him what I had, and he told me the size stove I needed, which is their biggest model. But he's saying that, if the weather outside is in the 20s, which like it was last year, I should be able to maintain about 70 degrees in there and get 4.5, 5 days of use, continuous use, off of a 20-pound bottle of propane. So I think what I'm going to do is buy one of their stoves. I'm going to try it in the camper, and once I see how the valving works and everything and how well it works, I kind of have an idea in my head where I can fabricate my own little wood stove. And I was thinking of just taking apart an old grill and using 2 or 3 burners out of the grill, and installing those in my own kind of wood burner. So I just want to buy his and confirm and make sure I can put this together. So that's where I'm at. Some fishing trips, weekend in PA, and then it'll be getting the camper and the Bronco ready for this winter. So I'll get back to the preparedness series. Like I said, everything's just been really busy. So, any questions, leave me a comment. And as time goes, as time frees up, I'll make you guys some more videos.